All right, welcome back. We've got the WhiteTigerZ game upon us very soon. They're playing against B, another Hungarian team. We're just cycling through nationalities 2 games at a time. And so now we've got WhiteTigerZ Academy, a German team, playing against B. So I haven't really seen much of either of these two teams, but I have heard that you, Rensis, have had an experience with B already. So you've seen them play before. So tell me a
Yes.
little bit about the team and what you think of them.
Wow, I'm actually so hyped for this game. From like yesterday, from yesterday already, I saw. Oh my god, WhiteTigerZ versus B. This will be fucking hectic. Enough Irish. Uh, no, okay. Coming back to B, yeah, they played really, really good. I don't know. I can't like really equalize that with WhiteTigerZ or how they played, but B looked pretty strong as they rolled over. It was Team Solid in EG with a 7-0 on Clubhouse. Uh, and they didn't really seem to they seemed to play very confident and just they just played with them more than they really, how can I say it, they just played with them more than really playing serious. And I think this can be a very interesting match, if WhiteTigerZ can live up to their name as WhiteTigerZ, as the main team is, I don't know, are they still in GSA?
Well, the future of GSA at the moment is unknown. We don't
Oh,
know if or when the next season will be since Blast has taken over. But like you've mentioned, WhiteTigerZ Academy. It's WhiteTigerZ is a household name within the German leagues, within T3, within T2. Everybody's heard of this name. That's been around Siege for long enough. Around these areas. So they're certainly an org that you would expect something out of. The question is, how much talent do they have on this academy roster, and how good are they in relation to B? So I would assume that, you've told me about B rolling over their opponents 7-0 just yesterday. I assume at the very least that for this game, they will have to turn up the heat and actually show up and play their game. And we'll have to wait and see how strong WhiteTigerZ are in opposition to them. It's just, this is going to be, I think, a match that's going to gauge how the rest of the bracket within the minor this season in Talent League will go. I think it's going to solidify where these two teams are going to be on the scoreboard right out the gate.
definitely. And I think it will definitely show. I think, how can I say it? This will definitely show who will be one of the favorites in like, and it's probably still the group stage. Who's in this league in the group stage? One of the favorites. But I think, like, at the moment, probably the most of the viewers are probably favored to WhiteTigerZ. As that you could have as as WhiteTigerZ has a lot more screen time than B as the Bees, but these are Hungarian guys, so don't underestimate that.
I mean, we've just seen a really good Hungarian team in the match previous. We got the cast Firebird, and their main team did really well just now against, I think, an AOG that struggled to really find their form in the game on Cafe. But I think we're underway. We're into this match, and we've got B, another I think fairly household Hungarian team. There's been a lot of Hungarian teams now floating around T4. I think they have a lot of unity and a lot of strength in that country. I don't know where all of them came from all of a sudden, but Hungary seems to be a very household region now within T4. You see them everywhere, especially in Talent League. There's quite a few Hungarian teams, and so B is just one more to add to the tablet. We'll start with WhiteTigerZ getting their first ban in. They get Flores off the board on Villa. So again, a Flores off the board. This is the second time I'm casting today. Still have not seen that operator. People not really a
No.
fan of the Argentinian droner. And Jackal getting taken out as well. Jackal and Villa, I think a fairly common ban. The basement is a very strong roaming place for the defenders, and if you take out the Jackal, then you can't get tracked with your footprints, so nobody can cut you off when you're trying to get back up the staircase or when they're chasing you down somewhere in the basement. That makes it a lot more
Solus.
viable. All right, Solus comes out as a counter ban. I mean, Villa's a fairly big map and complex map. I don't think that you're banning the Solus for the drone potential. I think that Solus is more oppressive in terms of drones when you go to a map like Chalet, which is very small and condensed. Instead, I think the Solus might be banned out to prevent any plant denials coming through from vertical. That's something that you see a lot on Villa, especially on the top floor bomb sites. And so we're moving into this. Mira's taken off as the last operator ban. I think a fairly straightforward ban on this map. It's quite strong on defending, for instance, study or playing inside of kitchen and just having extended holds in general. So taking that out, a good ban from WhiteTigerZ. And we'll be underway shortly. WhiteTigerZ starting on the defense.
Wow, okay, and we see more than enough fraggers on this side. But that's exactly how I would play it. If I would ever play in this league, because I'm way too bad for that. That's why I'm casting here. Okay, we see more. Okay, that thinker play. So we have one soft breacher, poison on the Doka, and 2 entries with an Ash and Ayana. I think you can. Wow. Okay, I think that just shows how confident B seem to be against the guys from WhiteTigerZ. Okay, and we see a Capcan. That's actually very good deny for the beginning with against a quick push. You don't just wanna run in double Capcan trap and lose the early advantage before even seeing an enemy. Yeah, okay, about the other ones, yeah, Alibi is probably mostly being picked for a gun and secondary gadget because there's not really that much value into her main utility, as you can easily shoot it in most places. And I mean, from time to time you can like cut off some things if you play it under Windows, which just then wastes a lot of time. And what we're talking about, Huzzah gets the entry frag of this game on Chip, who's out now, and Oryx, one of the roamers, being taken out in a quick matter with 30 seconds being off the clock, and B's already in the man advantage 4 versus 5.
All right, I was going to talk a little more about the lineups from these two, but we're swinging right out the gate. B, very early opening pick on the Chip. Hazard taking him down quite early, and Oryx is it's an operator that doesn't really have late round utility. Again, it's an operator that I think you'd be okay with losing, other than, maybe Alibi. I think those two would be fine. Dead Hunt still has a piece of Barbar in his pocket, by the way. I would like to point that out. I think he should place that somewhere, maybe.
Probably, I could imagine that could be for a later state of the game. I don't know. Imagine like if I would be the Jäger in that situation, I would probably do it on the top main stairs. But what we're talking about, that Race getting downed and finished by AQ, reswung by Dead, and who just cannot fit it. But Haribo now with less than 10 HP on the board, but two-man advantage, player man advantage on side of B on the attack, and now they seem to get a top floor control. 3 flashes, Haribo is getting out. Wow!
Oh no!
Haribo is just running and gunning. This is wonderful, but the frags are coming out. One is getting fragged while and another, and now it's a 2 versus 3 situation with Kuro being alone against the 3 Hungarian guys.
Poison's going for a plant. There's the plant denial. It works. It gets him off the plant at least, but he gets cut down by Garen, and that's the first round in favor of B. All right. The C4 does get the planter to move away, just respecting the C4, I think, the C4 rip. But an explosive first round for B, just completely overwhelming bottom main control. A very good initial pick by Haribo. He goes back to try and finish the kill, and then he goes back again and nearly dies, nearly gives his life just to shoot a proxy alarm. Not really sure what the plan was there. He was completely alone, caught out by a Jaeger on the main staircase, and he's shooting at a proxy alarm above him instead of taking the gunfight. But somehow he's allowed to survive. Dead Hunt does not confirm the kill. And then they're able to flash their way up the main staircase, and they're able to overwhelm Dead Hunt with 3 people pushing up the main stairs, 1 guy still outside the study balk, and just taking the control they need. Good double kill from Pyro, but he does get traded out. So too much manpower lost on the side of WhiteTigerZ means that they don't really have much to play with in the late round. So very good first round from B, very aggressive. You've pointed out that they rolled over their opponents, and Villa is a somewhat defender-sided map still, even with the current meta. And B have already put down an attacking round, setting a statement.
As I said, B just the guys from B, the Hungarian guys, and I don't know, they've just one Czech guy, I don't know, I think it's Huzzar, but I'm not really sure. Sorry if I misconducted something here. But I think it just proved to us that in this first round, what a strong team they are, and that they actually can just perform with tier 3 teams and can counter these guys fairly easy, as they did in the last game, just mostly run over them. They have a lot of gunpowder on their side. especially here with the RTs and Cruzar. I think they both have 2 kills. Oh, and while we're talking about
Again?
Cruzar, he gets the opening frag again with Pyro being down there on main, and they're trying to contest the main area a lot earlier. No, Haribo, what is going on? That he gets Pyro. Haribo's the 3rd one. They can't do this, man. This is a tier 3 team. You can't do this to a 3 team. Bro, I can't even speak anymore. Oh.
A T3 Academy team getting completely dismantled by B within 1 minute. We have 1 minute off the board, and it's only down to Chip and Kuro. Everybody else is already dead. B just aggressively taking map control, but Chip finds one, another player is down on the floor. Kuro finds another, but he does get traded back. There we go, a tease. I think that's how you say that name. He's able to find that. And again, we're in a 1v3. This time it's Chip alive. And another plant is coming down. Again, BR in a similar position as last round, looking very confident to close out this round. And there we go. Tease gets the last pick on the Chip. That's 2 very dominant attacking rounds so far, to say the least. Never really giving up man advantage. Always, maintaining it. Always staying aggressive and able to win gunfights against WhiteTigerZ in the positions that they need to. Wow. So far, really good pace from B. WhiteTigerZ need to change up what they're doing. Otherwise, we're gonna look at a very, very quick 3rd match.
Wow, they did this so good. They didn't even. They just got their entries everywhere. They didn't, and they were. Wow, they just slapped them a brick in their face. It was unbelievable how they just completely rolled over the bottom main part. Just got all of them out of there, and with only 1 minute left, they were on the top floor against the 2 versus 5 situation. I mean, it was. WhiteTigerZ showed that they were solid and have gotten 2 people out in return, but with the insta refrag, it was kind of obvious that B would win that round again. And I can just say it again: B is a damn team strong, and they're just proving it more and more.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, valiant effort from Chip and Kuro, but maybe too little, too late. As in a 2v5, you've already lost the main firepower of your team. Pretty much everyone that you've had on the roam is dead. Now you only have a side player and a player in Master. They're not able to bring it back. And I quickly want to circle back on a point before we kick off into action, because these rounds seem to be happening very, very quickly. In fact, Garen is Slovenian. The rest of them are all Hungarian. So Garen is a Slovenian. The rest of them seem to all be Hungarian.
Okay, and I messed it up with the Czech solo with the Czech.
They have the same color scheme. They just have they have a bit of a different shape.
Oh, I should have listened more in geography. Oh, and Chip's getting first damage done, getting fragged out by Atis, and this is another opening frag for another opening frag for B, who have not got. They're not giving up any enemies anything. Oh wait, let me see. The whole enemy team, the whole B team has only 2 deaths, and both of them on Haribo. As an entry frag can allow himself that with the 2-2, he's completely solid. And oh wow, WhiteTigerZ, I don't think they expected that from a, I could say, no-name team, but I think they definitely are showing the respect for B now that they deserve. And with that being said, 1 minute 45. The B guys here, Atis and Garen, already on the south side of the map, getting more and more control. Oh, and Atis, wow!
Oh my, whoa!
You can't do this! Triple kill! Give this man the ace! Oh my god, no, Garen gets the next one, and they're just rolling over them again. It's happening again. It's like a hive mind, like the beast, and Garen gets the 3rd one, gets a 4K. Oh no, okay, gets a 2K with his mate getting a 3K. This is actually insane. This is insane. Wow.
What a beautiful kill onto the player standing in trophy. That was a really good kill from Atis. Some great gunfire, some great gunpower coming out from B. It's really dominant at the moment, and I think it's the cooperation between both B just having, I think, better fragging capabilities, and also WhiteTigerZ kind of surrendering some of these picks. I think they're standing out in the open a lot. They're standing out aggressively. And it's not paying out. It's not paying off for them. They're playing on Villa. You need to contest space for sure, but maybe slow it down. Give them a little more map control, because at the moment you're conceding map control and losing all your players. So if you can at least maybe just lose map control without losing your players, that would be a step in the right direction. So just need to adapt more around these players, because so far we've played 3 rounds. They've all shaped up relatively similarly, with B just finding opening picks and plowing through any defenses that were put up by WhiteTigerZ, and so far no response. Still waiting for one.
Yeah, that's actually crazy how B just uh, getting WhiteTigerZ to look like like it's a ranked game. It's incredible how they're just running over it. It's not it's and at the moment it's not really just that much with strategy or all of that, because they're just so dominant with their gunplay that they just completely frigging them out, frigging WhiteTigerZ up before they can even react to that, and like play around their gunplay. And how do you want to counter gunplay? It's not possible. It's still a shooter.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's something that a lot of people tend to forget. It is a tactical shooter, but it is a tactical shooter. It is still a shooter. It is a one-shot headshot game, so skill matters a whole lot, because when you're ADS, you have perfect accuracy, so all you need to do to get that headshot is aim. You need to aim properly, and you can win from pretty much any situation. Any gunfight that still doesn't favor you, you can still come out on top. And so it's important to keep that in mind, and B are abusing that, and WhiteTigerZ, I think it's not just the gunplay, it's also the positioning. I think the positioning is pristine from B. They are boxing everybody into specific places and then cutting them down methodically, and WhiteTigerZ is just allowing them to do that because they're overstepping their boundaries a little too much. I don't know if this is them just trying to probe how far they can go against B, if this is like sort of a testing ground to see how much can we get away with, because right now you're not getting away with anything.
No, not at all. And if they just WhiteTigerZ really have to step up their game, because at the moment they're not actually at all living up to the name. And as such a big team, you don't wanna get rolled over by random Hungarian team that's not really well known in the um, in the league. But at the moment, it looks like Team B is the completely top dog underdog in this group stage, and I'm really intrigued to see the other games they're gonna play in the next Playdays. Um, and to be fair, I mean, it's the first Playday that I'm casting here. I don't really have that much context about that, and I don't. And as a caster, I shouldn't be too biased again to one team. But I think facts is not really biasing at this point, and you just can't. And I just haven't seen the counterplay from WhiteTigerZ that is giving me the opportunity that they can step up with B. Yeah.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I thought that the AOG Fire game, or Firebird game, that we casted just before on Cafe, I thought that that one was very one-sided because we didn't see a whole lot of life out of AOG. But these first 3 rounds, WhiteTigerZ haven't really been in the server. We've
Not at
seen
all.
B just get their picks, just go through the routine of just, oh, there's a guy there, I'll take him out. There's a guy there, I'll get rid of him. And just working through the checklist, just like a janitor sweeping up the different rooms. And right now, I think WhiteTigerZ they're in a trash bag being carried outside, and they need to work on fixing that. They need to put up a fight. They need to respond back. And we've got a bit of a rehost going on at the moment, in case you're curious, in case you're wondering. That might take the wind out of the sails for B for a little bit. It might give WhiteTigerZ some time to recompose, but at the same time, B might just stay ready and just go right back in. So have to wait and see.
Bro, I would pay to see the face cams now of the B guys, because they're probably completely hyped up, dancing in their chairs. Because I don't think they expected such an easy easy entry into this league, with them just completely overrunning WhiteTigerZ. And uh, I can just repeat it again. And WhiteTigerZ really have to step up the game, otherwise they will just land up in the kill feed of a montage in the next few weeks. Otherwise, I can't really tell you that much here on the tactical side. They just have to step up their gunplay, and counter this. Like in this case is counter fire with fire, and yeah, just play more aim lab, and that should be good.
I mean, right now you don't really have the ability to load up aim lab unless you're doing it over top of your siege game. I mean, they might have the opportunity to get a game in or two, but that's not really going to fix it. I think at the moment it's about fixing what you can. You can't solve your aim in 2 minutes. You're not going to be able to fix that from one round to another. If you're having, especially if you're having a bad aim day, sometimes you have a bad map, you have an off game. If multiple people on your team have it, then that's very detrimental to you. You're not going to be able to win games like that. You need people to perform. Inconsistency is an issue that you need to fix long term. And if that is the problem that's plaguing WhiteTigerZ, I don't see them winning this. But maybe it's just maladaptation. Maybe they're just situated wrong at the moment. They might just have to reconsider where they're putting themselves on the map, where they're putting their feet, and how they want to take some of these gunfights. Maybe take them from different positions. Maybe switch up your strats a little. Force B to play your game. If you can force and drag your enemies into your game and force them to play the way you want them to play, you definitely have an advantage. And right now, B don't care. They just swing whatever they feel like swinging, and they're coming out on top most of the time, and that's working out for them. And so WhiteTigerZ need to just adapt that. They need to change whatever they're doing so that they're giving B some sort of a hurdle, because right now they're just walking through everything.
Yeah, we're talking a lot about strategy and gunplay and siege, but even more important than both of these things, I mean, it's still important, but is mentality. And if your team just doesn't have the mentality, especially in the 5 stack, you have to act in a kind of hive mind, and you have to know your players. And as you said, if you just don't step up, because you can be the best, player in the world, you can be the best gunner. If your mindset just isn't right, or if you're just tired, you can lose against a player who's well versed in you, and that's from factual side and theoretical side. It's just you don't want to lose something like that, and that's why mentality is definitely very, very important. And yeah. And
all right, we're back in the game. I think we might be able to get underway with the game.
Yeah, guy.
Oh,
I'm really intrigued. Are we gonna see? The B?
I think we have the wrong sides. So.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna go into another quick rehost.
It happens. It happens.
It happens.
It's a sloppy mistake. Should I go to break? Should we go to break?
Yeah, let's go on to a quick break.
We'll throw it to a quick break. We'll just get the lobby underway again. We've talked about what these two teams could do, and so we'll be right back. Just go,
3, 2,
just
1,
go, just go. We're going. All right, here it is. White Tigers. They're on the defense. I think that should be correct now. B still up 3-0.
Good
So far, no
England.
response. Yes, so far, no response. Sure, with an H. I think that's what he's referring to. Very good English. We'll take it. It's
Are
a
we live?
microphone company. Close enough.
Are we live again?
Should be.
Okay, perfect.
Should be.
We are back. Hello.
I'm speaking.
Welcome back.
Yes.
After 2 rehosts, we're back into the game with B still on a 3-0 lead onto this, and we're going to study. Oh no, trophy for round number 4.
What the hell is study?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm just too
Wrong
hyped
map,
for
I
this game.
think. Contain the excitement.
Studies between Aviator and games. It's the entry, but it's not the side. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
prefer
Okay,
to
wrong side of the
game.
map. Yeah, okay. No, that's where study is. Yes. Okay.
Let's not argue
My
about
bad.
that
My bad.
stuff.
No, you're right. You're right.
My bad net and bad knowledge does not need to get in this cast, because this cast is not about us. This cast is about B destroying White Tigers at the moment, and I'm gonna be curious if B can keep up the consistent fragging power, and just and fill out the kill feed again this season.
All right, and in case anyone's wondering, we have had a rehost, so everything is set to 0 on the stats,
2.
just so you make sure that we know about that. We've had 2 rehosts, but they were in the same round, so it's 0 for everybody on the scoreboard right now. But B were very dominant these past 3 rounds. They were absolutely plowing through White Tigers, not giving them any chance to play in the game. And again, a tease goes for an opening
No
pick within
way.
30 seconds of the round. Raze gets taken down to dangerously low HP as well. He's still inside of Aviator, trying to pick fights with outside study. B is trying to get in the building, and WTZ is just giving them picks. He's giving them picks on the way in. Raze gets cut down. Kuro's still playing on an aggressive posted up position inside of 90. He gets cut down as well. White Tigers. Oh my god!
No!
That wallbang is illegal. How is that allowed? No, you can't do that.
Bro, White Tigers, please step up your game. Otherwise, we're gonna see roster update real soon. Oh my god. Okay, and Chip in the corner, he's stuck down there, and Garen finishes it off. And this is a 4-0 lead for B. They're just not letting. They are just not giving. Oh my god, they're not giving White Tigers any room to get on the kill feed. They got 1 kill. Did he? No, it was completely flawless, didn't it? Oh my god.
No, Chip got 1. That was it. Chip got 1. At this point, I don't even believe it's B hitting their shots. I think it is just White Tigers standing exactly where B's bullets are.
Yeah, actually.
I said that this positioning is a problem, but we move. White Tigers, I think they're still taking it with a bit of humor, but they need to start playing soon, or the game is going to be over.
By the way, I just wanna clarify that I am bad at geography, and we messed up like Slovakia and Slovenia, and it seems that those countries, these guys, do not like each other. So I will not refer to any political stuff anymore in this cast. Thank you for listening to me. While we're talking about that, we're going on to kitchen for round number 5. Eventually, this is the side where they can break the circle of just getting outgunned every time again. And some C4s could actually do that. And they have, as we see, 3 C4s, which I think could actually flatten out the gunfight skill gap at the moment.
I've thought of a terrible pun.
Say it. Come on, give it to me.
The 2 Hungarian teams in the past 2 matches have been absolutely dominant. You know, the Birds won the last game, and the Bees might win this one. Got the Birds and the Bees.
It was really bad.
That was horrible, I know. It's a lot of animals. We've got tigers in here as well. I don't know why there's so many animals representing these T4 orgs at the moment, but I mean, I'm here for it.
Oh my god.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that on broadcast.
Okay, and Raze gets this
That joke
good
was
chunk
bad.
of damage again at the start of the round, but this time they seem to be getting more done. But no, Raze is getting finished by Haribo, and the entry frag is again falling to B. to the guys from B who are actually a good hive mind here. That's a good name. That's actually a good name. Because yeah, and Pyro is just retrieving that he's not going for the gunfight and giving them the top floor control, and that this doesn't look good for WhiteTigerZ at all.
Ooh.
Oh my god, and there's the first C4 kill from Dead Hunt on RTs, one of the top fraggers at the moment. And he gets him out. Yeah, I think it's still possible. There's still 2 more C4s in hand in the pockets, and they're wasting a lot more time than the last 4 rounds, where they just at this point we're just already down to the MVP screen.
I was gonna say, very good early vertical control for B, but in relation to how the rest of these rounds on Villa have played out so far, this is the best pace that WhiteTigerZ have put up so far. So B are being considerably slowed down. There has actually been a back and forth. So they've lost the opener, they've had a C4 kill going back, and now in the 4v4 they're able to just hold their man count for a little bit. Especially on Kitchen, it's very important. You can only execute pretty much on the site when you have man advantage. Otherwise, you need to go for a Hail Mary play, and you need to just hope and pray that you find some success somewhere with somebody being out of position. If you don't have man advantage as an attacker on this site specifically, you're not going to win the round. You're not going to win on an execute. You have to win off of gunfights. Poison gets one. Pyrobo gets another. Kuro's on the floor. It's only down to Pyro. Pyro's 1 HP. Oh. He finds one back, but he has to contend with 3 more players, and Poison finds another. Poison cutting through 3 players in this round, and I said that WhiteTigerZ put up a better pace, but they crumbled just the same.
Okay, wow. Oh, it's basically David against Goliath at the moment. WhiteTigerZ can't keep up at all. So and yeah, I think B will be the completely the underdogs in this league at the moment. With completely fragging out a tier 3 team. Just to repeat it again. Yeah, as I wanted to say, I think B is actually a good name because they've proven from time to time again that they are really good in the team, in their team constellation, and just show us how good of a team is. And if you're a top team, you wanna communicate that good that you are as good as a hive mind, and they're proving that.
Stop it with the hive mind. Stop it. Stop it. All right.
I know it's terrible, but I will probably repeat it like 10 times more.
But I do agree with the point you made before, referring back to the hive mind. It's when you're a strong team, you want to show a strong performance. If you go up 7-0, which they have done yesterday in a different league, and they do it here again against WhiteTigerZ Academy team, if they can do this again and do another 7-0, get another sweep on the board, people are going to be scared of them. And if you have your opponents playing scared of you, you are always going to be at an inherent advantage. You need to swing without fear of your opponents. If you have fear instilled in you, you've lost the game already. And B are trying to just get this game done over quickly so that they can get a 7-0 on the board. Everybody else in the league is going to be scared of them, and they're going to have essentially a fear buff for the remainder of the stage.
And I think if this is a 7-0 again and oh no, okay, this is the first entry for WhiteTigerZ, and Poison instantly refracts it, flattening out the man count again with Vigil being out. Oh, Poison! Oh, double kill, wonderful shot right there. That's the aim that they need. That's the aim that they need. Exactly.
I was about. Oh no, it gets even worse. Pyro goes down on the main staircase as well. I was gonna say you finally take it down Haribo. He's been so good on the entry picks at least. But there's Poison. Poison finds 2. Garen he moves in. He finds Kuro as well. They're just completely plowing through WhiteTigerZ. It's a 6-0 half. They get completely dismantled on their defense. They don't find a single defense on Villa of all maps. And now B move on to match point with their very first defense. They have not played the defensive side yet, and they're already on match point on Villa. That's not how you play the game. WhiteTigerZ, what are you doing?
I would be confused if we don't see a single spawn peek now.
Oh yeah, B have been very aggressive. I would not put it past them. I would not put it past them to be going for very aggressive spawn peaks. I could see, I think with this team, I could see them jumping out 90 window early. That's something that happens fairly commonly. Jumping out 90 window and then hopping back in toilet. I think we might see that. We might see that.
Please do that for the montage.
Please. I want my prediction to be right. Like, if anything, even if it doesn't work out, just do it so that what I say on broadcast sounds like I'm very smart.
Yeah, come on, we are very smart casters. Play like we want to. Come on. Oh man. But if B keeps up the consistent 7-0 back-to-back win in the whole series, I think we're gonna see them in more and more tier 3 leagues in the future, because they just show us what a strong team they are. Wow.
I mean, I'm not sure if they were, but there is a national league for V4, the Visegrad 4, which is like Poland, Hungary, Czech Republic, and I think Slovakia. I think those four are the V4 league, and Hungary isn't. There's okay. Well, it's not the window that I was thinking of, but it is study window jump out, which is also a very early spawn peak. Just a different spawn. It was a Tachanka too. Just no respect at all. He's jumping out that window with just 14 firebolts in pocket. He does not care. He's like, I'm not gonna lose this fight anyway. If there's somebody there, I'll kill him. And if there's nobody there, I'll just hop back in.
Bro, this looks like my ranking game.
He's Haribo is, yeah, he's posted up very aggressively. He has a Kiba barrier to protect him from study door, and he's just holding a tight angle onto the window at the moment. If anybody swings him, he's playing the auto shotty with the slug rounds.
At this point, B is just messing around.
I mean, you've pointed this out in the previous game that you've watched them play. They started messing around. It didn't feel like they were playing serious because they rolled over their opponents, and much the same here. They're up 6-0, and now they're playing the ACS on defense. Chip tries to just full sprint into study, and he gets cut down from Hazard. You gotta go through the order correctly. They're not doing that. Kuro gets one kill back onto Haribo instead, though. So, equalizing man count, stopping the bleeding for WhiteTigerZ. They have a little bit of a foothold now that they've taken down one player. They're now trying to breach the wall as well. Hazard is posted up close. He gets one of the...
Hazard, peek it. Peek it.
He gets... No, he got one of the Selmas, got one of the Yana clones, and now he's just pulling back. Oh. What is that? He finds that on the long angle. All right, Kuro. Kuro is there for the trade. There's a trade happening for WhiteTigerZ. They're still in this. Kuro, he has 2 in the round. Garen. He might be able to find more. Not sure how or where he is of Garen. Deadhunt has a drone below. He might drone out Garen in a moment, and I think now they might be... Oh, it's he's... No! He gets a pistol kill onto Raze! He gets him with a headshot. Raze says, oh yeah, in the chat as well. He's conceding this one. Poison gets Kuro as well. That's Kuro down inside of study. It's only down to the Hibana inside of 90. She's opened up the 90 wall, but realistically, Deadhunt, what are you gonna do with this? Nothing. He's cuts him down with the pistol. He finds 2 with the pistol in this round.
Wow.
And that is a 7-0 sweep. Not the first time for B that they've done this. And
back to back.
if they keep playing like this, it certainly won't be the last.
GG. Wow.
All right, we might go back on scheduled time if we keep having games like these.
For real. Oh, I'm completely baffled. Oh my god. Dude, they completely just rolled over them again.
Yeah, I think the thing that took the longest in this matchup was the rehost.
Yes, you're right.
Because these rounds went by so quickly.
But it was like a default rank game, the length of it. Do we have Hershey's?
Chocolate.
Nee,
Are we sponsored?
Sind wir noch auf Stream? Ja?
You've cancelled the metagame.
In 40 minutes is it? It's only 40 minutes. For real? 4-0? 40 4 So. Asked them to play earlier, yeah.
Might not happen, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I assume we're not on broadcast anymore.